Creativity can happen anywhere, and we met a guy who finds artistic inspiration every time he goes out to eat.
Let's work for you?
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Most people look at a menu just to see what to order, but Seattle artist Dozfy sees a canvas.
I just kind of go at it, just draw and draw and draw. Like I'm lost in my own mind at times. Starting when I was like 10, my mom didn't really want me to pursue art, so I always tried to doodle before I go to bed. That continued in college. So the menu thing started with a couple of friends. They would keep the receipts I would draw on. I ran to a friend and was like, why don't you draw on the menus of this restaurant? We recycle them every week. And so I was like, oh, that's a cool idea.
Years later, Dozfy has left mini masterpieces on menus all over Seattle.
Each menu is very different, so it's like a new composition. And so it's fun to like manipulate it, change it, transform it into a mini art piece. As I've gotten more involved with like these menu arts, I've been fortunate enough to chefs talk about their thought process. I realized how similar they are in terms of how a chef kind of goes about with food, how I think about art and visually breaking it down. Now I'm like looking at the menus and thinking like, okay, what can I do to highlight a certain element of the menu? Whether it be like, simple as carrots or like fish.
Asking for a menu to read and one to draw on does order up some strange looks.
I enjoy when they're like, oh, you want to keep the menu? Why? And then I start drawing and they get kind of nervous and like kind of skeptical, like, oh, he's damaging the menu. And then when the final piece comes out, that like surprise look or that awe, or sometimes, a look of just like, oh man, you just wasted a piece of paper.
While the menu art is fun, Dozfy hopes his small works will lead to bigger things.
They're all precursor ideas for like bigger projects, bigger murals. They're getting a glimpse of what I'm thinking.
Even if other projects do come.
It's crazy.
Don't expect Dozfy to stop doodling anytime soon.
I just can't help. It's like breathing, so I'm just going to do it as long as people let me have menus to draw on.
Dozfy has two Instagram sites. You can find links to those on our website.